Welcome to the third episode of the quiz show. We have our defending champion Nishant with us. Abhishek is back for revenge from quiz show episode 1, and we have a fresh face here, Vineet. All the best to you guys. Everyone, name and some intro, couple of lines.
I'm Vineet Kosrani. I'm 27 years old, out of Thane. I'm an engineer by profession. My hobbies are eating food and watching a lot of documentaries and stuff on YouTube. So just when I have some time, I just put something up, Johnny Harris or something like that.
Wow.
So
Amazing. Okay. Abhishek, now you'll have to follow the same template.
yeah.
Such a nice template for introduction. Say your name, age, where you come from, what do you do, and what are your hobbies. You can feel free to add where do you see yourself in 5 years. Don't mind. Go for it, Abhishek.
Yeah. I'm Abhishek. I have been in Mumbai for the past 7 years. I work with Amazon Music, and as hobbies, I watch football. Fellow Liverpool fan, but season is not going good. But ठीक है, चलता है.
जब तक ये एपिसोड आएगा यूट्यूब पे पता नहीं जितना टाइम हम लगाते हैं लिवरपूल would have changed. Okay. Nishant.
Hi, I'm Nishant Buddhi. I'm from Nagpur. I work in Bangalore, and I'm here to visit my brother for a week. And I've given this intro for the third time now.
That's why I said follow this template. Such a nice template.
Yeah. So I am 26 years old, and my hobbies are like watching sports and gaming.
Okay. Chalo. Okay. All done. We can start. Let's have some fun. Vineet, Abhishek, Nishant. Let's go. First question to Vineet. HTTP dash is an error code that indicates that the requested content is unavailable for legal reasons. It serves as a way to let users know that a website or resource has been censored or blocked for legal reasons such as a court order or government mandate. It is a relatively new error code that was proposed by the Internet Engineering Task Force IETF in 2012 as a response to requests for a code to indicate when a server has received a legal demand to deny access to a resource. Interestingly, the code number itself is a reference to a famous novel. Which error, or just give me the novel. So essentially, there are many different codes, HTTP, something HTTP, that is. A certain error says that this content has been censored or blocked for legal reason. Okay. The reason this code is used for this is because there is a reference to a very famous novel. Either give me the novel or just tell me what is the blank HTTP.
I don't read a lot of novels, so I can just think of 404 as an error code that I always
No, not HTTP 404. Going to Abhishek.
The novel is Revolution 2020. Just joke.
I was about to say 404 States is a great novel.
Just a guess, 1984?
Not 1984. HTTP 1984. Good guess. Going to Nishant.
22 and Cash 22.
HTTP 22? No. Okay, I'll give a clue. Start again. The clue is temperature. Think temperature. That's a clue. Okay. If people who know the answer, it's a good clue. Temperature. Huh? Temperature is a clue. We'll start whenever Vineet is ready.
pass.
Pass. Vineet passes. We go to Abhishek. Abhishek, are you writing 1 degree, 2 degree till? कहाँ तक लिखेगा? C minus 5 by 14
273?
273, how?
Or Kelvin.
Acha, Kelvin. Okay, no. Going to Nishant.
The book is Fahrenheit something. It's Fahrenheit 212, like Fahrenheit 93. Like.
Man, I can't believe this went unanswered. It's Fahrenheit 451. Fahrenheit 451. The answer is 451. HTTP 451 unavailable for legal reason, which is direct reference to the book Fahrenheit 451, which is again a reference to the temperature at which paper burns and hence books are burned and all that. Okay, cool. So this went unanswered, which means the next direct will again be back to winning. You pressure तो नहीं ले रहे ना तुम लोग? Just chill, like Fahrenheit 451 नहीं निकलने में थोड़ा just chill. Do you guys want something? Water, coffee, chai, sharab, anything? Campa Cola. Anything, just chill, like, yeah, aram se. Cool, okay. This is Vineet's direct again. Connect these 4 persons to an achievement. This is an exhaustive list. German pacifist and journalist Karl von Ossietzky, Burmese politician Aung San Suu Kyi, Chinese human rights activist Liu Xiaobo, and Belarus human rights advocate Ales Bialyatsky. What connects these 4 people?
Nobel Peace Prize.
That is too generic, no?
Okay.
You're on the good track, but I want a much more specific connect than just Nobel Peace Prize. Because that will have just too many people. That will also have
Okay.
Obama and whoever, Yasir Arafat, and many peaceful people. Do you want to be more? I'll give you a chance to improve your answer. Nobel Prize is very good track, but there is a specific something within that world of Nobel Prize that connects these 4 people.
Maybe they were in like. Is there a specific prize which is the achievement, or like maybe they won it out of prison or something?
I'll give it to you. Yes, yes. You're the only people who won the Nobel while being under arrest. Okay. 4 Nobel Prize laureates under arrest at the time of the award. Great. Okay. Okay. All is good. All is well. Vineet gets 10 points. Nobel Prize laureates under arrest at the time of the award. Okay. With that, we go to Abhishek for the next direct question. Abhishek, this is a song by an American hip hop group. The song is about a European brand. Okay. My ex standing on 25th Street. Funky, fresh, and yes, cold on my feet. With no shoestring in them, I did not win them. I bought them off the Ave or Ave with the black Lee denim. I like to sport them, that's why I bought them. A sucker tried to steal him, so I caught him and I throwed him. And I walked down the street and bopped to the beat with Lee on my leg and X on my feet. Okay. This is a song by a very famous American hip hop group, and the X in the lyrics is a European brand. X on my feet, my X. So it's not hums, okay? Don't say my hum, my hum, my hum, my hum, my hum, my lovely lady.
Puma?
Not Puma, going to Nishant.
Balenciaga.
Not Balenciaga, going to Vineet.
I'm just going to guess here, Adidas.
Yes! You guys are all overthinking. You went to Puma, which was so close. Then you went to Balenciaga. I was like, Puma bol diya, ab to pakka Adidas niklega. Great stuff. This is Adidas, okay? By Run DMC, my Adidas. 12 points actually. This is how the new scoring system works. 10, 11 and 12. So Vineet with 12 points gets this right. Which means we come back to Abhishek. Abhishek, the answer will be a historical figure, okay? So Jules Verne's novel, published under the name The Steam House, as you can see, narrates the travel of a group of British colonists in the Raj in a wheeled house pulled by a steam-powered mechanical elephant, as you can see in the cover. Now, the book also has an alternate title. The alternate title of the book was The End of Dash. Okay, the dash refers to the appearance in the book of a certain historical figure. Who is this historical figure? Okay, let's look at the clues again. This is a Jules Verne novel called The Steam House. The story is that a group of British colonists during the British Raj travel using a wheeled house which is pulled by a steam-powered mechanical elephant. The book also had an alternate title, The End of Dash. The dash is a historical figure. The end of dash actually. 2 blanks. Which historical? At this point, if 3 of you want, I can add a hint. Otherwise, it's fine.
I'm good with the hint.
Good with the hint? So think Indian historical figures. Don't think बाहर का. And should I add? अगर आप लोग सब already Indian सोच रहे थे, I can add more hint. More hints on 3 of you. So think of 1857 and the events of 1857. This name comes in that part of our history. Okay, that's enough for now. We'll see later. And I said his name, so that is also a hint.
What was the last thing you said?
I said his name, so that gives you the gender.
Okay.
Like the
Can you clarify? The end of dash is the name. So
dash
dash
actually.
dash.
हाँ.
Two words only.
हाँ, हाँ.
Bahadur Shah Zafar.
End of Bahadur Shah. No, good guess. But we'll go to Nishant.
Robert Clive.
No, not Robert Clive. Going to Vineet.
Mangal Pandey.
Not Mangal Pandey. Good. Nice. Not bad. No. Not bad. Okay. Hint is okay. It is an Indian, so please don't think of Robert Clive and anyone else. Indian king in certain aspects, so don't think of revolutionaries like Mangal Pandey. Just trying to eliminate your guesses. Okay, I'll give some weird hints. Okay, 2-word answer. First word is a certain relation in Hindi, like a family relative in Hindi, and the second word is what you would call your master in Hindi or Urdu.
Nana Sahib.
Yes, that is correct. The end of Nana Sahib. That's the end of Nana Sahib. Abhishek gets 5 points. End of Nana Sahib. Okay, which means the next direct will be to Nishant. Nishant, in Formula 1, a certain color is used to indicate the fastest sector or lap achieved by a driver. Although not official, one could speculate that it is linked to a particular phrase which is used to describe a period of success. What phrase or what color are we talking?
Purple patch.
Yes, correct. Nishant gets 10 points. Purple phase or purple patch or purple sector. Okay, Nishant is also now on the scoreboard with 10 points. Cool. Next direct will be to Vineet. Vineet is your direct. Players in a recent international friendly between England and Australia wore shirts without their names, as you can see. If you see the picture on the right, 1/3 of the players had the nameless shirt. So 1/3 of them have turned back and have shown that there are no names. What is the greater cause behind this activity? This is a put funda question, like funda question. In certain recent match, a few players wore jerseys without names for a certain cause. What do you think was the cause that they were supporting? What is the greater cause behind this activity?
Equal pay for women.
Equal pay for women? No. Going to Abhishek?
Does the number 472 has any significance?
No. Just no names is what I'm trying to show.
Just a wild guess. Does it have to do with something related to verification on Twitter?
Not verification. Not that recent also. कल रात नहीं हुआ ये match. Okay, going to Nishant.
1/3 reservation of women in parliament, something like that.
No. Okay, we'll take a round again. I'll give a hint. Hint is a disease. Okay, this is a greater cause about a certain disease. If you guys want, I can add more hints. Certain disease. So 1/3 is essentially that 1/3 people suffer from this disease eventually. Is what a certain research said. This was creating more awareness for the disease.
Cancer.
Not awareness for cancer. Going to Abhishek.
Alzheimer's?
Almost there. I'll give you a chance to improve.
I was going for the funda that they forget the names.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you because you got the funda right. This was for dementia. Essentially, 1/3 of the players had nameless shirt to highlight the ratio of people born in the UK who will develop the disease. And like Abhishek said, they will mostly forget your names, and that is why 3 of them, or like 1/3 of the team, played without any name. So there is awareness for dementia. I'll give 6 points to Abhishek. Next question. This is for Nishant. This brand was founded in 2012 when Matt Chittaranjan and Namrata Asthana moved to Delhi, and they found it challenging to get good coffee that was freshly roasted and used high quality beans. As specialty coffee lovers who were in search of good coffee in India, they decided to make specialty coffee more accessible in the country, an issue that they had faced firsthand. They named the brand after the country's national bird. They went ahead with the word for the feather of a peacock in Malabari, but kept on forgetting to pronounce the K as a G in the name while talking to people. What brand are we talking about? What did they start?
Any clues?
All three of you want clues? You know, right? Block. Okay, cool, cool. Taste of your own medicine, huh? Nishant?
Hatti Kapi.
Not
Yeah.
Hati Kapi. Going to Vineet?
Blue Tokai.
Blue Tokai, yes. Blue Tokai. 11 points to Vineet. Okay. Tokai. Tokai is the word for peacock's tail in Malabar. Okay. Vineet gets 11 points for this, which means the next direct will be to Abhishek. Abhishek, in 1987, a young musician and a fan of the Grateful Dead named Diane Greenstein wrote a letter to the founders of Ben & Jerry's, suggesting they create a flavor in the honor of Dash Garcia, the band's lead guitarist. The idea of a flavor inspired by Garcia struck a chord with the founders, who themselves were fans of the band. They reached out to Garcia himself and got his blessing to use his name. The result was fudge ice cream with big chunks of X in the mix and became an instant hit amongst consumers. While Garcia died 8 years later, this flavor is still going strong. What was the new flavor called, which is a pun on Garcia's full name? And that's why I've removed Garcia's first name. So Dash Garcia and the X, the big chunks of X in the mix, that X sounds very similar to Garcia's first name. So it invariably becomes a pun, this flavor's name. What do you think is this flavor called?
Pass.
Passing to Nishant.
Is it Rocky Road?
Not Rocky Road. Going to Vineet.
The X is the ingredient inside, but we have to name the flavor or the ingredient.
If you know the ingredient, you will almost get the flavor name.
Is it chip? I don't know.
Not chip. Okay. I'll give a clue to and start with Abhishek. So Garcia's full name was Jerry Garcia. So just tell me, what pun can you think of involving X dash Garcia? That's the flavor's name.
Cherry.
Cherry Garcia. Yes, that is correct. The flavor is called Cherry Garcia. It's a pun on Jerry Garcia. 5 points to Abhishek. Okay, which means next direct will be to Nishant. Nishant, Karu is a Finnish sports equipment company focused on running. Originally established as Oe Urheilu Tarpieta in 1916, it was renamed Karu, which means bear in Finnish, 4 years later. In 1952, Karu sold what to a then little known German brand for the equivalent of 1600 euros and 2 bottles of whiskey. Essentially, Karu, of course, is a much lesser known brand than the other brand that we are talking about. They sold something to a then little known German brand for 1600 euros, 2 bottles of whiskey. We all associate this now iconic thing with this German brand. What did Karu sell to this German brand?
Clues.
All of you want a clue? All of you want a clue? Okay. So the reason we made this question and I put it in this is because usually people feel that a certain brand funda will not get repeated in a quiz, so you don't think of that brand. But here, the little known German brand is Adidas. Okay, that I'm giving out. Now tell me, what do you think this little known brand Karhu sell to Adidas that we all know? Let me know if you guys want more hints, or we are good to go just one round.
Is it the 3-stripe logo?
Yes, beautiful crack. They sold the 3 stripes to Adidas. Okay, this is a Karu shoes. Can you believe it? Like you would always guess this is an Adidas book, Adidas shoes. But they sold their 3 stripes logo to Adidas, which is now iconic, and we associate it with Adidas. Okay, Nishant gets 10 points. Back in the game. You want a break, Nishant? हाँ मैं बेकार में तेरे पे इतना प्रेशर दे दिया. कब से पीछे सोच रहा हूँ क्या हो गया इसको. But hallmark of a champion is to perform under pressure, right? That's what defines a champion. Okay. Which brings us to the end of the first half. Let's take a quick look at the score. Vineet on the back of Nobel Prize under arrest, 10 points. Then 12 on Adidas, the first one. And then 11 on Blue Tokai is on 33 points. Right? 33. And Vineet is leading the quiz. Okay. Then we have Abhishek, who is right now on third. Abhishek has collected a lot of part points today. Second round expert, Nana Sahib, 5 points there. And then awareness for dementia, 6 points there. And 5 for Cherry Garcia. So Abhishek is right now on 16 points. And then we have the defending champion. Please don't be under pressure. Please have fun, Nishant. With 2 10s, one on 3 stripes to Adidas and 10 for purple patch or purple sector. Nishant is on second position with 20 points. So Vineet leading with 33, followed by Nishant 20 and Abhishek 16. Okay, we'll start the second half. The order will now be Nishant, Abhishek, Vineet. Okay. Let's begin. This is for Nishant. Nishant, the students of Cromarty High School are some of the craziest anime students ever seen. However, Mechazawa and the gorilla named Gorilla are nothing to this guy. Cromarty's embodiment of peak masculinity. He doesn't talk, though his singing voice is reportedly angelic. He rides a sublime stallion named Black Dragon, which is a fist of the North Star homage. Despite his apparent childlike innocence, he is known for displaying impressive feats of strength that always dominate the Olympics for delinquents. And that is the image of the person, which is a big clue. IMHO. What's his name? What is this person's name that you see on screen? Visual hints and then bunch of other hints. Embodiment of peak masculinity. Singing voice. He doesn't talk, but his singing voice is reportedly angelic. And that's his image. Again, as always, anytime 3 of you want a hint before anyone has given answer, feel free to ask.
Hint.
All 3 of you?
Have an idea.
You have a guess.
Next.
Done. Perfect. Fair. Good morning, Nishant. Nishant. Fuck, nahi jeetna chahiye tha.
So the person who this description is for is the person in the back or the front?
The front. क्या घटिया डाउट पूछने लगे निशान? क्या हो गया तुझे सुबह से अभी तक?
खर्च हो गया दिमाग.
क्या बोल रहा? Oh man. In comedy circuit, we call this the Anirban Das Gupta strategy. But if you don't know the answer, just fucking ask. Keep asking some random doubts until I say something.
Is it Chuck Norris?
Not Chuck Norris. Going to Abhishek.
The teeth are missing, but I guess it's Freddie Mercury.
What a great crack. Oof. Made my day. That's Freddie Mercury. Angelic voice. That's Freddie Mercury. Beautiful crack. Oh, so good. Abhishek, 11 points. Freddie Mercury is correct. Now I go to Vineet. Vineet, I'm talking about a certain place. It translates to the land of paddy fields in English. Historians believe that the human settlements existed in these parts for at least 10 centuries before Christ. The British claimed it under the 1792 Treaty of Srirangapatna, citing it was part of Malabar. Tipu Sultan went in appeal before the Governor General. Lord Mornington declared by proclamation that it had not been ceded to the East India Company by the Treaty of 1792. Consequently, the British troops withdrew from it, conceding to Tipu's rule. Politically, it has been in news owing to it being the constituency of a certain member of parliament. Name it. Talking about a certain place First half talks about the history of the place with etymology and all that. And the second half tells you that why do we hear, amongst other things, one reason you know of this place is because of this place being the constituency of a certain member of parliament.
Trivandrum.
Not Trivandrum. Going to Nishant, right? Reverse. Going to Nishant.
Irrawaddy. No, it's not even. Yeah. Pass.
Irrawaddy. Yeah, it is a river in Burma. Well, going to Abhishek.
Just a guess. Travancore.
Not Travancore. Okay. We will take another round. One hint is certain member of parliament is in court. If that helps.
Wayanad.
Wayanad. Yes.
Actually thought of it
Talking
first, but then I just got confused.
We're talking about Wayanad. Okay. Wayanad, of course, a beautiful, beautiful place. Has some wonderful tourist sites as well. And of course, Rahul Gandhi's Lok Sabha constituency. So, Vineet gets 5 on this, okay? Which means the next direct will be to Nishant. Nishant, certain something was used by NASA to help ensure the successful launch of the Apollo 8 spacecraft in 1968. The rocket had a rubber strip holding together a covering that protected a measuring instrument. NASA needed a means to ensure that the rubber strip could slide off freely during the rocket's launch. A NASA engineer used some of this that he brought in from home. It did the job so well that he planned to use it on all subsequent Apollo launches. What did he use? Essentially, while they were doing all this, they realized that there's a rubber strip that holds together a covering that is protecting a measuring instrument. They needed something that the rubber strip could slide off freely during the rocket's launch. They didn't know what to use. NASA engineer had incidentally brought something from home. So think of something that you usually have in home. Don't think of plutonium-230 or tight. Okay, he had something from home. He used it and worked so well. So they were like, okay, we'll use it in future also. What did he bring?
Is it baby oil? Johnson's baby oil.
You're so close that I'll give you a chance to improve because there were barely any hints on this. I will give you're almost there. I feel like giving you full 10 points, but you're just trying to be a little technical. So I'll give you another shot.
Oil.
No, it's not oil, but every other thing that you said is correct. So that's such a nice thought. Like they were like, इस rubber strip का क्या करे? Like मैं लाया हूँ ना. Bunty, घुस जाओ. They're like Bunty, we'll use every time now.
The original Rocket Boy.
Huh?
Original Rocket Boy.
Oh wow. Okay, you're almost there. Matlab, Nishant, I feel like giving you full 10 points because I didn't expect someone to be so specific and correct. But just okay, I'll give you a clue. Johnson's baby dash and not oil. Now tell me what could it be?
Powder.
Yes. Okay, you're almost there. So I didn't want to pass and split points on this. They use Johnson's baby powder. Beautiful answer. Okay, with that we go to Abhishek. Abhishek, the Neeland brothers were 4 American brothers of Irish descent who served in the military during the Second World War. 2 survived the war, but for a time only one, Frederick Fritz Neeland, was believed to have survived. After the reported deaths of the 3 brothers, Fritz was sent back to the United States to complete his service and only later learned that his brother Edward, missing and presumed dead, was actually captive in Japanese POW camp in Burma. Which immensely popular movie is inspired by the Neeland brothers story? Nishant, the whole room can see you pray. Literally sitting and doing this. पास कर दो, पास कर दो, पास कर दो, पास कर दो. 2 लोग कैसे करेंगे लेकिन फिर भी ट्राई करो. Yes.
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, Nishant, sorry. आपकी दुआओं में उतना दम नहीं था. Perfect 10 points there to Abhishek. It is Saving Private Ryan. Story of a missing brother. 10 points there to Abhishek. With that, we go to Vineet now. Vineet, this is your direct etymology question. The word dash originates from the name of Franz Anton Dash, an 18th century Austrian physician who believed that he had discovered a new method of healing that involved manipulating a mysterious force called animal magnetism. He used techniques which induced a trance like state in his patients, which he believed would allow him to control their animal magnetism and facilitate healing. This was the origin. Okay, over time things have changed. Over time, the term came to be used more broadly to describe any situation in which someone is so entranced or fascinated by something that they are unable to look away. Today, the term is used to describe a wide range of experiences, from being captivated by a work of art or a beautiful view. What term is being talked about?
Ecstatic, ecstasy.
Not ecstatic or ecstasy. Going to Nishant.
Is it bewitched? Bewitch.
Not bewitched. Okay. Going to Abhishek.
Just a guess. Mesmerized.
Yes! Beautiful! Mesmerized. His name was Franz Anton Mesmer, I think. Okay. Mesmerize. Okay. Used to now describe a wide range of from being captivated by work of art, beautiful view, mesmerize. 12 points there to Abhishek. First 12 points of the day, right? 12. Okay. Great crack. Which means the next direct will again be to Vineet. Vineet, a 1678 news pamphlet called The Moving Devil or Strange News out of Hertfordshire is claimed to be the first depiction of this phenomena. In 1991, two self-professed pranksters, Doug Barr and Dave Shorley, made headlines by claiming that it was they who started the phenomenon in 1978 with the use of simple tools consisting of a plank of wood, rope, and a baseball cap fitted with a loop of wire to help them walk in straight lines. What phenomena are we talking about? Okay, we are talking about a certain phenomena. The first reference to this comes way back in 1678 news pamphlet, where it's the first time it's mentioned. In 1991, in fact, two self-professed pranksters said that, hey, we started this phenomenon in 1978, and we just used very simple tools like plank of wood, rope. We used a baseball cap fitted with a loop of wire, which basically helped us to walk in straight lines. What phenomena are we talking about? And sorry, I forgot to underline. The news pamphlet name is also a hint. The Mowing Devil or Strange News out of Hertfordshire.
Can I get a hint of some
And all three of you want a hint? All three of you want a hint? Okay. So the reason I said strange news out of Hertfordshire is a hint because usually these things are talked about in strange news column, if there ever is a column, like very weird, very mysterious kind of a thing we are talking about. Okay, so no one, there is one whole section which doesn't know how it started, how it happens, the fuck is all this basically. But these guys, Doug Bower and Dave Cholly, said that we started it. And we just use wood, rope, and that won't help anymore. So think of phenomena that moving devil is also a clue in some sense. You have a guess? At least a guess?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So we'll take one round, we'll see.
Pass.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
See?
I mean, is it like a physics thing? Like
No. Okay, we'll go to Nishant. Nishant ने तो give up ही करे. Folded hands. Quick.
Pass.
Pass. Okay. Abhishek.
I'm confused between two guesses, but first one would be, is it Slenderman? Sightings of Slenderman.
What is Slenderman?
Oh, wait, mythical, strange
Huh?
figure
Acha.
sighting.
Oh,
kids.
okay. Oh, nahi. Okay, got it. No. Okay, we'll give a clue, make it easier, make it a 5-point question. We'll start with Vinny. So think of fields,
Scarecrow.
not scarecrow. Going to Nishant. Think of strange phenomenon. Think of fields.
Crop circles.
Crop circles. Yes. Nishant gets 6 points. We are talking about crop circles. Okay. We are talking about the phenomenon of crop circles. Nishant gets 6 points. Next, direct last 3 questions. Very, very tight. Very tight quiz. Wow. Mouth watering. Are you guys tracking scores? Okay. But very tight. Essentially, Vineet is somewhere around 38 now. Abhishek is somewhere around late 40s now. Okay. And Nishant is also on 36. Last 3 questions. Crazy. Okay. Next direct is to Abhishek. He has an unusual nickname on the Chinese internet. Dash Laoxian, the immortal. Laoxian refers to an elderly immortal with some weird abilities. The nickname implies that Chinese netizens think he is different, even more amazing than others from this generation. Mu Chunshan, a Chinese journalist, recently wrote. They point to both his dress and physical appearance, seen as Lao Xian-like, and some of his actions which are different from the previous ones. Who is he describing? Who is this journalist describing in this article? Certain someone on Chinese internet is known as Lao Xian, which means the immortal. Yeah, Abhishek, you can go for
Just
it.
a guess, because of the news recently, Dalai Lama.
Not the Dalai Lama. Vineet.
This person from China or outside? Like, is he non-Chinese?
Oh, now we can't give clues. Already एक answer आ गया ना.
Pass. I don't know.
Passing to Nishant.
Pass.
Pass. Okay. Cool. So let's again look at the question. The Chinese internet calls someone Laoxian, which literally the closest translation is the immortal. Okay. Lao Jian or Lao Jian refers to an elderly immortal in their culture with some weird abilities. So they think this person is different. He's amazing. And in his generation, he's one of the most amazing people in the world. They point to his dress, his physical appearance, which is very similar to Lao Jian. And some of the actions he does are different from previous ones. Yahan tak everything is good. Now I'll add extra clues. Not Chinese, but a neighbor of China. Should I add more hint? More hints? All 3 of you need more hints? Okay, he's an Indian person.
Narendra Modi.
Narendra Modi, that is correct, yes. 5 points to Abhishek, which means next direct will be to Vineet. Ready? Samsung started out as a small trading company, as we know, and today it is one of the largest information technology company, consumer electronics maker and chip maker. Apart from this, Samsung is also associated with the construction of a landmark structure that boasts of having the world's highest restaurant, highest nightclub, longest travel distance elevators, etc., among several other world records. What are we talking about? How do you connect Samsung to whatever we are talking about, or what are we talking about?
It's a skyscraper. But
Yes. Be more specific.
is it like Burj Khalifa? Is it
Yeah,
something?
it is. Like,
Burj Khalifa.
come on! Burj Khalifa is correct. We recently learned that the contractor for Burj Khalifa was actually Samsung. Samsung CT. So Samsung built Burj Khalifa in some sense. Okay, Vineet gets 10 points. With that, we come to Nishant. Nishant, the EITEC program, Immersing with Indian Thoughts, an India immersion program for cross-sectoral foreign delegates, is the latest ITAC program which was conducted online by IIM Kozhikode from 14 to 17 March in 2023 under the aegis of Ministry of External Affairs, with participants selected by the ministry. Delegates from 3 countries gained learning experience from this program. If 2 are Thailand and Maldives, tell me who will be the beneficiaries from the 3rd country. Okay, recently I am Kodikode did a certain program to teach leadership, etc., etc. The participants were selected by the ministry from 3 countries: Thailand, Maldives, and a certain other country. Which country do you think learnt Indian thoughts and India immersion program for cross-sectoral foreign delegates in an online course by I am Kodikode in March this year?
Like, is it a neighboring country? Like,
All of you want a hint? All of you? Too vast? But just remember that answer will be something interesting. Otherwise, why will I randomly ask Thailand, Maldives, and Switzerland? Like, answer has to be something interesting, right? That is one clue across. And yeah, so I'll just clarify your doubt. It's not too far from India in the world map.
is it Ukraine?
Not Ukraine. Going to Abhishek, right? We are going like this. Abhishek.
Sri Lanka.
Not Sri Lanka. Going to Vineet.
Afghanistan.
Yeah, and hence
Because
who lead?
Sorry?
Who are the rule like?
Taliban.
Taliban. Yes. Told you has to be something interesting. 12 points to Vineet. Potentially match-winning points. We don't know. We'll figure.
Yeah.
Taliban. People from Thailand, Maldives, and Taliban studied some management from I am Kodik. Okay. Okay, Vineet gets 12 points on this. Look at the balance we had. Modaji, Taliban, other contestants. Okay, that brings us to the end. Let's look at the scores. It was crazy. The score, I mean, it literally went to the last, went down to the wire, and Taliban, I think, was the winning answer. Who'da thunk? Okay, Nishant had 20 in the first half. Defending champion Nishant in the second half got 6 for crop circles, and he got 10 for Johnson's baby powder, and Nishant ends on third with 36. Then very, very, very close fight because Abhishek had a remarkable comeback in the second half. He had 16. He was trailing. He was in third position in the first round, but in the second round, he got Freddie Mercury, which was one of my favorite answers of the quiz, to your credit. 11 points there, 10 points for Saving Private Ryan, 12 for Mesmerize, another one of my favorite answers. 12 and 5 for Narendra Modi. Abhishek ends on 54. 54. And before the Taliban question, and which was actually Nishant's direct, so Vineet was the farthest. Vineet was on 48. So he was trailing with 6 points before the next last answer. But Vineet had 33, so massive lead in the first half. He got Wayanad, 5 points there. So that took him to 38. Then he took 10 for Burj Khalifa, so which brought him to 48. And then on the last answer with Taliban, he reached 60 and he wins the quiz, Vineet. Vineet is the winner of the third quiz show. Thank you so much. Well done, Vineet. You are the prime example of
Thank
what
you.
quizzing can be. Your wife, like your fiance, sorry, was a fan. You don't even quiz. You came here, you won. This is crazy. I have a, yeah. Sorry, we have started this new thing where everyone asks कि winners को मिलता क्या है. So we started. I have gone back to my bookshelf and I'm bringing all the books that I have, and I'm giving it out to you guys. This in the note says I've had it since 2005. So it's been on my bookshelf for 18 years. I'm not a huge fan of this book, Inscrutable Americans, but if you are a book lover, you will know that there was a time everyone was talking about this book. This was a viral in book world, and I bought it while I was in engineering. And so I'm giving it away to the winner of today, Vineet, Inscrutable Americans. We'll write a small note. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for coming. We'll keep doing these shows. Please check out YouTube. We have started a couple of new properties there. We also have a membership program on YouTube that enables people like Abhishek to come and be part of member-only stream and all that. Bunch of things we are doing everywhere. But thank you so much for all your support. Thank you everyone. Thank you so much for coming.